So in this video, I want to give you 2 texts that you need to immediately stop sending to girls when you're just in that dating phase. I'm going to explain why these texts are so deadly, how to recover if you've already sent them, what to do instead, and if you're like a lot of guys, you're probably going to not believe me at first when I tell you not to send these texts. So most importantly, I'm going to explain the psychology behind what a woman says she wants from a guy and what she actually is attracted to and why they're so different. Hi, I'm Bobby Rio, and let's start with the 2 texts to never send. And if you hear it and go, that's bullshit, trust me, I'm gonna explain the psychology behind it, and then I'm gonna give you a much more powerful texting strategy. So here it is. If you're dating a girl, there's absolutely no reason to be sending her good morning or good night texts. It doesn't help you at all. In fact, it hurts you, and here's why. So there are really 3 reasons. First off, it's too much attention that begins to feel suffocating for the woman. The first time she gets one of these, she might enjoy it, but by the 3rd or 4th time you do it, your value is diminishing and she begins losing attraction to you. It's clingy, it comes on too strong, and it will scare a girl away. Here's the confusing part. Even if she sends them too, it will still wind up hurting you. Now, the second reason is that it kills your mystery. And part of why a woman falls for a guy is that mystery, that uncertainty, the does he like me? Does he not like me? What's going on? Who's he with tonight? Is he thinking about me, right? These are all the things that you want going through her mind, but if she's getting a good night text every night, she knows she has you. And once a girl knows she has you, it's over and you'll never have her. And third, it doesn't give her time to miss you or think about you. And the greatest gift that you can give a woman is that gift of missing you, of thinking about you. So while you might, believe that sending that good night or good morning text is sweet or caring, 99% of the time, it will do way more damage to her interest than they're worth. Now, in a second, I want to give you a really powerful tip when you're texting with a girl and explain how if you've been sending these texts already to a girl, you can do something that spikes her attraction still. But first I want to ask you, can you believe a woman when she tells you what she wants in a man? We've all heard women say that, I want a nice guy, a caring guy, a romantic, chivalrous guy. Are they lying? The answer is sort of. They're not lying. But the truth is, humans in general, women in particular, do not know what they want. Here's an example of what I mean, right? So I first recommended not sending these 2 texts a few months ago in a TikTok video. And I explained how these texts will wind up boring her and even scaring her away, just like I did in this video. And here's what happened. Literally hundreds of women wound up leaving comments saying how I'm wrong and they would love to get these texts from a guy. Are these women telling the truth? Here's the deal. In theory, women think they would enjoy these texts. In reality, they don't. Humans do a very bad job at predicting how we will feel about something in the future when it actually happens. For example, a few months ago, my 7-year-old niece wasn't eating dinner, and she told my brother that she wanted to eat pizza every night, and she would never get bored of pizza. She loves pizza. Well, guess what? My brother called her bluff and he served her pizza every night, and by the end of the week, she was sick of pizza. I bet 99% of guys would say they want a girl who wakes them up every single morning with a blowjob, right? But here's reality. After a month of this, these same guys will be pushing her away and telling her you're not in the mood, you're too tired, you have to get ready for work, right? That's the difference between in theory and in reality. And this is why you can't listen to a woman when she tells you what she wants, because she's not lying to you, right? She's not lying. But like all humans, she's very bad at predicting what she'll actually like when she gets it. The other aspect to this for a woman especially is women associate longing with love. So when a woman meets a guy and she's longing to get a good night text from him, she starts thinking, I must really like this guy. But when she's getting one every night, that longing disappears. A big part of almost everything I teach involves creating this longing, this anticipation, where a woman is working to win you over, where you're a challenge she's trying to seduce. So you want to do things that keep the longing there. Now, you do need to express interest or she will eventually stop caring. So as I promised, here's a really powerful tip when you're texting a girl. So like I said earlier, I said never send a good night or good morning text, and I stand by that advice. But there's one thing you can do that can drive a woman crazy thinking about you. Here it is. Break a texting pattern. Here's what I mean, and you've probably had a girl do this to you at some point, and you know how much it drives you crazy thinking about her. So let's say that for the past few nights, you've sent her a good night text. You've created a pattern. Now she expects it. So whenever you break an expectation with a girl, it makes her think about you. So if at night she's expecting the good night text and it doesn't come, she begins to wonder what happened, where he is, who's he with, does he like me, does he not like me anymore? One thing I always tell my clients is if you can get a girl thinking about you when you're not around, you can make her fall in love with you. Whenever you break an expectation, whether it's by not sending a text that she's expecting you to send, or if for the past few weekends, the two of you have hung out and now it's Friday and you don't ask her to hang out, you've broken an expectation and that will drive her crazy. So if this stuff doesn't come naturally to you, I've got a short 7-question quiz that I have a link below that gives 7 common dating situations. And then it asks you, how would you respond? And then it identifies any of the mistakes you might be making with the girls you're dealing with. Now, most guys think they'll pass, but then they get 5 out of 7 questions wrong. The quiz only takes a few minutes, but it will reveal every subtle mistake you might be making with girls. And then it gives you a customized plan to fix things. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and leave me a comment below and let me know what you'd like to see me cover next.